Now, a great philosopher would ask himself, who am I? And I guess if you are growing up, you would also ask yourself, who am I? But the problem with all of us is that whenever you ask this question, who am I, what you will be doing is actually looking at a mirror so that you could see yourself. The problem is that you're looking at a mirror. You must realize that for a child, if he looks at a mirror all the time, he won't know himself at all because he'll be thinking that the mirror is himself. And so we are all confused too. We have been looking at the mirror, but we never see ourselves, so we forget. We forget that the mirror is just only a reflection. The true self, we don't really know. Let me try to explain this in a drawing. Let me try to draw self in a mirror. I'll try to do it slowly so that you won't recognize it. And this is exactly what is happening. All of us were born, and we look at the world, we don't really recognize the world. But as we experience life more and more, we begin to recognize the hands, the legs, we begin to recognize the face and all that. Suddenly, it became clear what we are drawing. But it takes some time before you become aware that what you drew was only in the mirror. The true person is actually on the opposite side. He's the guy who is watching. You keep thinking that the person you're watching is yourself. That is not true. Your true self is actually the watching, the watcher himself. The true self is more tangible, more solid than ever you can understand. But what you see is only an image in the mirror. And this is a tragedy of our existence, because all that you know about yourself is only a thought in your mind. So right now, can you sense yourself not as a thought, but as a being? Can you touch yourself deeper than your body? Because I'm sure you realize that you're not the body, right? The person who is talking right now is not the body, it's inside the body, right? So can you touch that person right now? In other words, can you touch the presence who is here? Can you touch me? I don't want to confuse you, my good friends. If you couldn't understand, really, you just have to follow my other videos. They all talk about the same thing. The most important thing we must understand is that this me who is inside us is more important than whatever you think you are. You have to lay hold of this me. You have to become me so that you can have a life. Come on, David, what are you trying to say? Are you saying that I'm not alive right now? No, what I'm saying is that for most of us, we are living in our mind. We're just living in a picture, in a thought. We are not living in the presence. There is a clear difference about that. It's not easy, but we need to try to find that presence.